going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sactown Pete back with another video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And let's go ahead and get started with this video. So I just want to go ahead and quickly recap our last three games that we played and look forward to Wednesday's big game against the Pelicans. So we'll go and start off with last Thursday's game against the 76ers. We ended up losing the game 125 to 108. Blown opportunity. The Sixers did not have Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons playing in that game, but however, they did have Tobias Harris and Al Horford playing, and those two just tore us up. Shooters around them, they're making their shots, and I felt like that was a blown opportunity that we just let it slip. And we were down majority of the game, and it was just disappointing to see that, especially them missing their two All Stars, and we just couldn't get stops when we needed to, and they made shots down the stretch, and then they ended up pulling away and just maintained a double-digit lead for the most of the game. And it's definitely disappointing, a blown opportunity, but I knew that they could have played better, and I knew they had to bring it in their next game, which was this past Saturday against the Portland Trail Blazers, which they brought it. It was a perfect A game. Um, we ended up winning, 123 to 111, and I was just happy that we shot the lights out in the game. We made 20. We tied our franchise record with 21 three-pointers made. Uh, that's the fourth time that we've made 20 plus three-pointers this season, and it's crazy, man. It's so fun and exciting to watch when everybody's shooting. Buddy and Bogdanovich, they had big games, and they were just shooting lights out. Our bench got it done. Rashawn Holmes, first game back from injury, he played really well. He's still on a minutes restriction, but I think only in time that minutes restriction will be lifted, and he'll definitely see more minutes on the court. Alex Len, stud, not backing down from TJ McCollum. That was crazy to see, when that happened, but they both ended up getting fined. Was EJ getting fined 20,000, and Alex Len got fined 15,000. So good game. I know that we had to, definitely win that game just to continue to stay in the hunt, and we did. We came out firing on all cylinders, and we got the job done. So there wasn't going to be any letdowns. And then we came back to Saturday night, and then to prepare for the defending world champions, the Toronto Raptors. Stud team. I mean, you would think no Kawhi Leonard, this team would just take a step back and regress. But nah, man, they're for real. I mean, 44 and 18 coming into SAC, they're waiting for us. We're on the second half of back to back. And then last night game, it was a good game. We played a hell of a game, guys. And we did end up losing 118 to 113, which it always sucks to play a hell of a game and lose. But I think that they definitely played a good game against the defending world champions and the Toronto Raptors. It was frustrating because when we needed stops, Raptors, they made big shots, man. Lowry was a stud. Pascal Siakam, was quiet for the most game, but at the end of the game, he showed us why he's a stud and how he's an all-star, and he made big shots. He definitely made big shots and executed down the stretch. Norman Powell had 20 plus points just off of three-pointers, and anytime you just play a team like that and you keep up with them. I mean, we were in the hunt, guys. We were right there. We had a chance to win the game. And let me go and get into the our last towards the end of the game where Belly had made that attempted that shot, should I say? And first, I didn't like that shot just because we had 10 plus seconds on the shot clock, and I felt like we could have got a way better shot than that. Bielitsa definitely was fading away, and I mean I get it. Like he's been making big time shots, especially big time three pointers all season long. But I felt like just the situation of that drive where we had 10 plus seconds on the clock, I felt like he could have just moved the ball and just get a better look at it. And everyone's wondering, obviously, myself as well, on why Luke Walton didn't go with Buddy Hield being on the court on that drive and towards the end of the game. from Luke, he said that he went with the lineup that I got him back in the game that got it done in the fourth quarter. They scored 39 points in that quarter, but excuse me, guys, sorry about that. I just feel like anytime Buddy had an off game, like he just wasn't on it, and I get that Luke went with what was working for him, especially in the fourth. But me personally, like I still would have had Buddy Hill on the court towards the end of the game, just because he's still a lethal shooter. Like yeah, he's been off all night, but I think that even with just his presence being on the court at the end of the game, the defense has to respect that, and I felt like that could have opened up a better look for somebody else. Or hey, if Buddy decides to attempt it, I would have been okay with it. But I know a lot of people are upset at the fact that Luke had him on the bench, and I'm not upset. Honestly, like I'm not upset. Like yeah, it would have been cool to see him on the court, but at the same time, I understand it's coaching, and I understand why Luke went with the guys that he had on the court and just decided not to go with Buddy. But it is what it is. I feel like they'll go back and just look at this as a measuring stick and where we're at right now in this season so far. And I just think that man, it would have been a great win last night to beat the Toronto Raptors, just a confidence booster, and just take that solo, secure that solo spot of the night's spot and just move forward with it. And with this loss, we are tied with the Pelicans now, and that's gonna be Wednesday is gonna be a crazy, crazy game, guys. It is an ESPN game, and I feel like it's gonna be a big time game. Me personally, like I don't like playing the Pelicans, just because I just feel like we don't match up well lengthwise with them because Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, they're all studs, man. They can defend. They can pick up on the defensive side. They put ball pressure, and they're just long and lengthy. And now you got Zion back healthy, so it's like, oh man, they're a lot better team with Zion too, and he's a stud. So I mean, I hope that we just match the intensity, Wednesday, and we just got to come out and win. It's just no excuses. Lonzo Ball outplayed De'Aaron Fox the last time we met them. He straight up just outplayed De'Aaron Fox, and that was like the first time I ever seen De'Aaron Fox get outplayed by Lonzo Ball. And I think that De'Aaron Fox, he'll be ready to come out and play. I think definitely he's gonna go in there and just give it his all and play best. And just move forward and just try to keep pushing our boys to get for a win. It's gonna be tough. I hope we do win. I mean, we'll have a couple of days. We only have one game this week, guys. We play Wednesday against the Pelicans, and then we're off until Sunday. So my thing is, if they don't win Sunday, I think our chances are going to be slim of just getting to our big goal, and that is reaching the playoffs. But if we win Wednesday, we come out, execute just like how we did against the Blazers. I think I like our chances, and I'll put it this way: if we play like the way we did last night against the Raptors, we'll have a great chance of winning the ball game against the Pelicans on Wednesday. But that's my take on that. I really hope that we push through and get the dub. Let me know what you guys think, and I just think that this has been a fun playoff race, man. It's been really fun and exciting to watch and see this team, just play the way that they've been playing. I mean, the second half, this has probably been one of the best second half of Kings basketball in a long, long time. And it's way better than the second half that we played with last season, because I felt like, after we traded for Harrison Barnes and we just regressed. That's not Harrison Barnes' fault. It's just like, for whatever reason, we just regressed and we just lost a lot of games in the second half of the season. Whereas this second half of the season, it's totally opposite, and we're pushing through. We're going to keep pushing through and continue to get better. And Luke will continue to get better as a coach. And yeah, I'm excited for Wednesday's game. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. If you're new to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate that. And I will catch you guys in my next video. It's your boy Sactown Pete, and I will see you guys later. All right. Have a good day, guys.